What if I told you that a simple penny, something most people ignore or spend without thinking, could actually be worth $300,000 or even more? Right now, there are rare Lincoln Wheat Pennies from the United States that collectors are desperately hunting for. Some of these coins look completely normal, but a tiny detail can turn them into a six-figure treasure. In this video, we're counting down the top 5 most valuable wheat pennies ever found, including ultra-rare mint errors and key dates that could still be hiding in everyday circulation. So before you spend your next penny, you might want to check it carefully. Let's get started. First up, the fascinating story of the 1946 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark. We'll uncover its history, unique design features, how to identify valuable examples, what collectors look for, and why certain rare specimens have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, while most circulated coins remain much more affordable. The 1946 wheat penny holds a special place in American history because it was struck immediately after World War II ended. The United States was entering a new era of peace, economic growth, and industrial expansion. Millions of Americans returned home from military service, and everyday commerce expanded rapidly. The U.S. Mint produced enormous numbers of pennies to meet growing demand. These coins became part of everyday life, passing through countless hands in grocery stores, post offices, schools, and businesses across the country. Every 1946 wheat penny serves as a small historical reminder of America's transition from wartime to peacetime. One of the first things collectors notice is the absence of a mint mark. On a 1946 Lincoln Wheat Penny, no mint mark means the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During that year, Philadelphia did not place a mint mark on cents. This is completely normal and does not automatically make the coin rare. However, collectors still search carefully through Philadelphia coins because exceptional condition, unusual striking quality, and rare mint errors can greatly increase their desirability. The front of the coin features the famous portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Lincoln faces toward the right with the word Liberty to the left and the date 1946 on the right. Above Lincoln's head appears the motto, "In God We Trust." Although billions of people have seen this design over the decades, collectors pay close attention to the smallest details. Strong hair lines, crisp lettering, and a well-defined portrait often indicate a higher quality coin that may command a premium in today's market. The reverse displays the classic wheat ears design that gives these coins their popular nickname. Wheat penny, 2 large wheat stalks frame the words 1 cent and United States of America. Above them appears the motto, EPLURBUSUNUM. This beautiful design remained in production from 1909 through 1958 before being replaced by the Lincoln Memorial reverse. Collectors admire the wheat penny because it represents one of the longest-running and most recognizable coin designs in American history. The 1946 wheat penny is composed primarily of copper with a small amount of tin and zinc. It weighs approximately 3.11 grams and measures about 19 millimeters in diameter. Because copper reacts with the environment over time, these pennies can display beautiful shades ranging from bright orange red to deep brown. Collectors often classify them as red, red-brown, or brown. Bright original red coins are much scarcer than dark circulated examples and generally bring significantly higher prices. Several unique features make collectors carefully inspect every 1946 wheat penny. Look for sharp wheat lines, bold lettering, complete details in Lincoln's hair and beard, strong rims, and smooth surfaces free from heavy scratches. Some collectors also search for doubled lettering, die cracks, die chips, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or other minting errors. These unusual characteristics are far less common than ordinary circulation, where and can make certain coins far more desirable than typical examples. Many surviving 1946 pennies spent decades in circulation. Their surfaces often show heavy wear, flattened details, faded lettering, scratches, stains, and dark brown coloration. While these worn coins have historical charm, most are not considered rare simply because they are old. A heavily circulated 1946 Philadelphia wheat penny generally sells for only a small premium over face value, unless it has an unusual mint error or another highly collectible characteristic. The real excitement begins when collectors discover genuine mint errors. Some examples include dramatic off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, die breaks, repunched elements, and significant doubling created during the minting process. Authentic error coins are much scarcer than ordinary pieces and are carefully examined by experienced collectors and grading services. Depending on the rarity and quality of the error, values can rise dramatically into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Coin grading is one of the most important factors in determining value. A worn coin graded good or very good will usually have a modest value. Coins graded extremely fine or about uncirculated retain much stronger details. The highest values are typically achieved by mint state coins that show virtually no wear and maintain outstanding original surfaces. Professional grading companies such as PCGS and NGC authenticate and assign grades that help establish market value. Today's market values vary greatly depending on condition. A typical circulated 1946 wheat penny without a mint mark is commonly worth only a few cents to several dollars. Attractive uncirculated examples often sell for higher premiums. Exceptionally preserved certified mint state coins, especially those with full original red color, may sell for hundreds of dollars. Rare error varieties or top population certified examples have achieved prices reaching into the thousands of dollars at major auctions. Collectors appreciate the 1946 wheat penny because it combines history, classic design, affordability, and the excitement of searching for overlooked treasures. Even though millions were produced, locating an outstanding example remains challenging. Many collectors enjoy building complete wheat penny collections, making the 1946 issue an important part of the series. Every coin tells a story about the people, businesses, and communities that used it more than 75 years ago. If you own a 1946 wheat penny, begin by checking for the missing mint mark beneath the date, confirming it was minted in Philadelphia. Next, examine the coin under good lighting using a magnifying glass. Look for unusual doubling, die cracks, off-center strikes, clipped edges, or exceptionally sharp details. Avoid cleaning the coin because cleaning can permanently damage its surface and significantly reduce its collector value. If your coin appears unusually well preserved or displays a genuine mint error, consider having it evaluated by a professional grading service. Although ordinary circulated examples are inexpensive, certified high-grade coins have attracted impressive auction prices. Collectors compete for the finest known examples because very few survive with flawless surfaces, brilliant original red color, and exceptional strike quality. Likewise, dramatic mint error specimens can command substantial premiums. These remarkable auction results remind collectors that condition and rarity, not simply age, are the true drivers of value in the coin market. The 1946 Lincoln Wheat Penny, without a mint mark, is far more than a simple 1-cent coin. It is a historic piece of post-war America, featuring one of the most beloved designs in U.S. coinage. While most worn examples are worth only a modest amount, exceptional uncirculated specimens and genuine mint errors have reached values ranging from hundreds to even thousands of dollars. That is why collectors continue searching through old jars, family collections, estate sales, and forgotten piggy banks in hopes of finding an extraordinary example. If you have a 1946 wheat penny, examine it carefully. You may own a fascinating piece of American history, and if it has the right combination of rarity, preservation, and authenticity, it could be far more valuable than you ever imagined. Next up, the 1953 Lincoln Wheat Penny. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary 1-cent coin, but collectors know that certain examples can command impressive prices. In this video, we'll explore the fascinating history of the 1953 wheat penny, its unique design features, what the D mint mark means, why collectors search for coins in very fine condition, and how rare error coins can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Stay with us until the end, because one small detail could completely change the value of your coin. The story of the 1953 wheat penny begins during an important period in American history. The United States was experiencing strong economic growth after World War II, and millions of Lincoln cents were being used every day in stores, banks, vending machines, and businesses across the country. These coins were produced when cash was the primary form of payment, making pennies an essential part of everyday life. Although millions were struck, decades of circulation have damaged or destroyed many examples, leaving collectors searching for well-preserved specimens today. The famous Lincoln Wheat Penny series was introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. It became the first regular United States coin to feature a real historical person, instead of the symbolic Lady Liberty. The obverse displays Abraham Lincoln's portrait with the inscriptions "In God We Trust," Liberty, and the date 1953. The reverse features 2 wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America, with the motto EPLURBUSUNUM at the top. This classic reverse design remained in use until 1958, before being replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design in 1959. The D mint mark on the 1953 wheat penny indicates that it was struck at the Denver Mint in Colorado. The Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of pennies during 1953, making the standard issue relatively common. However, not every coin survives in collectible condition. Most circulated heavily for years, leaving scratches, worn lettering, flattened details, and discoloration. As a result, collectors pay special attention to coins that retain strong detail, original surfaces, and attractive color. One of the most important grades for collectors is very fine, often abbreviated as VF-20 through VF-35. In this grade, the coin has seen moderate circulation, but many important details remain visible. Lincoln's hair still shows clear separation, the cheek and jawline remain well defined, and much of the wheat lines on the reverse can still be seen. The lettering is bold, the date is sharp, and the mint mark remains crisp. A 1953 wheat penny in very fine condition is much more appealing than a heavily worn example, and usually commands a higher premium among collectors. Now, let's talk about the unique features that collectors carefully inspect. The 1953 wheat penny is composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, weighs approximately 3.11 grams, has a diameter of 19 millimeters, and features a plain edge. The color also plays an important role in value. Coins are often classified as brown (BN), red-brown (RB), or full red (RD). Full red examples that retain much of their original mint color are especially desirable because copper naturally darkens over time. Another feature that can increase interest is the quality of the strike. Some 1953 pennies show exceptionally sharp details, with strong wheat lines, crisp lettering, and a bold portrait of Lincoln. Collectors also examine the surfaces under magnification to look for die cracks, die chips, repunched mint marks, off-center strikes, doubled dies, and other mint errors. These unusual characteristics can transform an otherwise common coin into a highly collectible rarity. Many people ask whether a regular 1953 wheat penny is actually rare. The answer is both yes and no. A normal circulated coin is not considered rare because so many were produced. However, finding one with outstanding eye appeal, original red color, exceptional preservation, or a significant mint error is much less common. Those are the coins that serious collectors compete for at auctions and specialty coin shows. Let's discuss today's market values. A typical 1953 wheat penny in heavily circulated condition may sell for only a few cents to a couple of dollars. A nice, very fine example generally sells in the range of about $1 to $5, depending on eye appeal and market demand. Extremely fine and about uncirculated examples often bring between $5 and $20. Brilliant mint state examples with strong luster can range from $25 to well over $100, while high-grade certified red coins can reach several $100s. These values can change over time as collector demand and certification standards evolve. The biggest excitement comes from rare varieties and mint errors. A 1953 wheat penny with a dramatic off-center strike, broad strike, major die crack, clipped planchet, or another significant mint error can easily sell for hundreds of dollars. Exceptional examples authenticated by professional grading services have sold for well over $1,000. The exact value depends on the rarity of the error, the grade of the coin, eye appeal, and current collector demand. This is why every old wheat penny deserves a careful inspection before spending or selling it. Collectors also recommend checking for original surfaces rather than cleaned coins. Cleaning may make a coin appear shiny, but it often reduces collector value because it leaves tiny scratches and removes the natural patina that develops over time. A naturally toned 1953 wheat penny with honest wear is generally more desirable than an artificially polished example. Professional grading companies carefully evaluate authenticity, condition, and originality before assigning an official grade. If you think you have a valuable 1953 wheat penny, begin by examining it under good lighting with a magnifying glass. Check the date, confirm the D mint mark below the date, inspect both sides for unusual doubling or striking errors, and compare the remaining design details with grading guides. If the coin appears unusually well preserved or displays a significant mint error, it may be worth submitting it to a professional grading service for authentication and certification. The popularity of wheat pennies continues to grow because they connect collectors with American history. Every coin represents a small piece of the nation's past, circulating through countless hands over decades. Whether discovered in an old coin collection, inherited from a family member, or found in pocket change years ago, each surviving example tells a story. This historical connection is one of the reasons Lincoln Wheat cents remain among the most widely collected coins in the United States. As the coin market continues to evolve, a collector demand for attractive wheat pennies remains strong. While an ordinary 1953D wheat penny in very fine condition is usually worth only a modest premium over face value, exceptional certified examples and major error coins have the potential to reach values in the hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Knowing how to identify condition, originality, color, and mint errors can make all the difference when determining a coin's true worth. So before you overlook an old penny, take a closer look. Your 1953D Lincoln Wheat Penny may simply be a cherished historical collectible, or it could be an exceptional variety that collectors are willing to pay hundreds or even thousands of dollars to own. Next up, the famous 1955 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark. At first glance, it appears to be just another copper penny from the 1950s, but this historic American coin has become one of the most fascinating collectibles in the numismatic world. While not every 1955 penny is rare, certain examples in outstanding uncirculated condition, especially those with exceptional eye appeal, strong original luster, and pristine surfaces, can command remarkable prices at auctions. Today we will explore the complete history of this iconic coin, its unique design features, why collectors treasure it, how to identify valuable examples, and the current market values that range from hundreds to thousands of dollars. For the finest specimens, the year 1955 marked an exciting period in American history. The United States was experiencing rapid economic growth after World War II. Families were buying homes and automobiles, and everyday commerce depended heavily on pennies for daily transactions. During this time, the United States Mint continued producing the Lincoln Wheat Cent, a design first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The Philadelphia Mint produced millions of Lincoln cents in 1955, and these coins carried no mint mark, which was standard practice for Philadelphia at the time. Although millions entered circulation, only a tiny percentage survived in exceptional uncirculated condition, making premium quality examples highly desirable today. One of the most common questions collectors ask is why this coin has no mint mark. The answer is simple. During 1955, pennies struck at the Philadelphia Mint did not display a mint mark beneath the date. Coins produced at Denver carried a D, while San Francisco used an S in earlier years, but Philadelphia coins remained blank. Therefore, if your 1955 wheat penny has no mint mark, it was struck at the historic Philadelphia Mint. This simple missing letter is not an error, but rather an identifying feature of the mint that produced the coin. The obverse features the timeless portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Above Lincoln appears the national motto, "In God We Trust," while the word liberty is positioned to the left and the date 1955 appears on the right. The reverse showcases two elegant wheat ears framing the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America, with EPLURBUSUNUM across the top. The wheat design symbolizes prosperity and American agriculture, making it one of the most beloved coin designs ever produced by the United States Mint. The 1955 wheat penny is composed primarily of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it the rich reddish-orange color that collectors love. It weighs approximately 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. Original red-colored examples are especially prized because they retain the vibrant appearance they had when they left the mint over 70 years ago. Coins that have toned brown through circulation generally bring lower prices than those with original mint color condition, is the single most important factor affecting value. A very uncirculated coin shows only the slightest evidence of handling and retains much of its original mint luster. High points on Lincoln's cheek, jawline, and coat should display minimal wear. The wheat stalks on the reverse should remain sharp and fully detailed. The closer a coin comes to true mint state, the greater its potential value in today's collector market. Collectors carefully inspect every 1955 wheat penny for sharp details, brilliant original surfaces, strong strike quality, attractive natural color, and any unusual die varieties. One of the most famous features associated with the year 1955 is the legendary doubled die obverse variety, where the date and lettering appear dramatically doubled because of a die manufacturing error. This famous variety is one of the most sought-after coins in American numismatics, but even normal no-mint mark coins can become valuable when preserved in exceptional uncirculated condition. The 1955 wheat penny represents the final years of the classic wheat cent series, before the reverse design changed to the Lincoln Memorial in 1959. Its historical significance, classic design, copper composition, and connection with one of America's most famous era coins have made the 1955 issue especially popular among collectors. Many enthusiasts spend years searching for a beautifully preserved example to complete their Lincoln Wheat cent collections. Current market values vary dramatically depending on condition. A circulated 1955 Philadelphia wheat penny without a mint mark is usually worth only a small premium over face value. Attractive uncirculated coins may sell for several dollars to several dozen dollars. Certified high-grade mint state examples can reach the hundreds of dollars, while exceptional gems with outstanding color and preservation may sell for much more. The famous 1955 double die obverse variety has realized prices ranging from hundreds to many thousands of dollars, depending on grade and certification. Collectors often wonder why one penny sells for a few dollars, while another brings thousands. The answer lies in rarity, preservation, originality, demand, and professional grading. Coins certified in top mint state grades by respected grading services such as PCGS or NGC are extremely scarce because very few examples have survived with nearly perfect surfaces and blazing original red color. Intense competition among advanced collectors can drive auction prices dramatically higher before assuming a valuable discovery. Collectors should carefully examine weight, diameter, color, strike quality, and surface characteristics. Counterfeit coins and altered dates exist in the marketplace. Professional authentication provides confidence to buyers and sellers while helping establish an accurate market value. Certification also protects the coin in a tamper-evident holder and records its official grade over the years. Outstanding certified 1955 Lincoln Wheat Pennies have appeared in major auctions where exceptional examples attracted aggressive bidding. Coins with original red surfaces, minimal marks, and superb eye appeal consistently command the highest premiums. The famous double die variety has achieved some of the strongest prices ever realized for a Lincoln Wheat cent because of its rarity and legendary status. If you own a 1955 wheat penny without a mint mark, inspect it under good lighting with a magnifying glass. Look for strong mint luster, minimal wear, crisp lettering, full wheat lines, and any signs of doubling on the date or inscriptions. Avoid cleaning the coin, as cleaning can permanently reduce collector value. Store it in a protective holder until it can be properly evaluated. Rare coins have fascinated collectors for generations because they combine history, artistry, and scarcity. While no investment is guaranteed to increase in value, premium quality certified Lincoln Wheat cents continue attracting interest from collectors worldwide. Demand for original, problem-free examples remains strong, particularly for coins with exceptional preservation, and eye appeal. The 1955 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark is much more than a simple 1-cent coin. It represents an important chapter in American history and remains one of the most recognizable coins in the hobby. Although ordinary circulated examples are generally inexpensive, beautiful uncirculated pieces and famous era varieties can achieve values ranging from hundreds to thousands of dollars. If you happen to find one tucked away in an old collection, take the time to inspect it carefully, protect it properly, and consider having it professionally authenticated. That humble copper penny could turn out to be an exciting collectible with remarkable historical significance and impressive value. Next up, the 1956 wheat penny without a mint mark has become one of the most searched Lincoln cents among beginning and experienced collectors alike. While millions were produced, a small number possess unique qualities, striking errors, exceptional preservation, or historical significance that can make them worth far more than their face value. In today's video, we're exploring everything you need to know about the 1956 no-mint mark wheat penny, including its fascinating history, its unique design features, how to identify valuable examples, and why some of these coins have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. The Lincoln Wheat Penny was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by the talented sculptor Victor David Brenner, it became the first circulating United States coin to feature the portrait of a real historical figure. By 1956, America was experiencing rapid economic growth during the post-World War II era. Factories were thriving, suburbs were expanding, and billions of coins were needed to support daily commerce. The Philadelphia Mint struck hundreds of millions of Lincoln Wheat Pennies that year, many of which carried no mint mark. Although these coins were extremely common when released, decades of circulation, melting, damage, and loss have reduced the number of attractive surviving examples, making high-quality pieces increasingly desirable to collectors. One of the first things collectors notice is that many 1956 wheat pennies have no mint mark beneath the date. This does not indicate an error. Instead, it simply means the coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. During the 1950s, Philadelphia coins were intentionally struck without a mint mark, while Denver coins displayed a D and San Francisco coins carried an S, because Philadelphia produced an enormous number of cents in 1956. Finding one without a mint mark is relatively easy. However, locating one with exceptional eye appeal, strong details, attractive color, or a rare mint error is much more difficult, and can dramatically increase its market value. The obverse of the 1956 wheat penny proudly displays Abraham Lincoln facing to the right. Above his portrait appears the national motto, "In God We Trust," while the word liberty is positioned to the left of Lincoln. The date 1956 appears to the right. On coins struck at Philadelphia, there is no mint mark beneath the date. The reverse features two elegant wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent and United States of America. Above these inscriptions appears the Latin motto, E Pluribus Unum. These iconic wheat ears gave the coin its famous nickname, the wheat penny, a design that remained in circulation until it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial reverse in 1959. The 1956 wheat penny was produced primarily from 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. It weighs approximately 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. Its smooth edge and rich reddish-brown appearance make it instantly recognizable. Collectors classify these coins by color as red, red-brown, or brown. Bright red examples that have retained their original mint luster are significantly scarcer than brown circulated pieces. Because copper naturally darkens over time, preserving original color for more than 70 years is remarkably difficult. Making brilliant red specimens especially valuable, many collectors discover a 1956 wheat penny in very good, or VG, condition. In this grade, the coin has experienced substantial circulation, but the main design elements remain clearly visible. Lincoln's portrait is worn yet recognizable, the lettering remains readable, and the wheat stalks on the reverse still show their overall shape even though many fine details have disappeared. A very good example is historically interesting and makes an excellent addition to beginner collections. Although most coins in this condition are worth only a modest premium over face value, unusual varieties or error coins can command much higher prices. The biggest excitement surrounding the 1956 no-mint mark wheat penny comes from possible mint errors. Collectors eagerly search for doubled dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, clipped planchets, lamination errors, broad strikes, and dramatic misaligned dies. Even though these mistakes occurred during the minting process, they escaped into circulation and today are highly collectible. A genuine mint error can transform an ordinary 1-cent coin into a prized collectible worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on its rarity, visibility, and condition. Most ordinary 1956 no-mint mark wheat pennies, in very good condition, generally sell for only a small premium, often around $0.10 to a few dollars. However, coins with exceptional preservation, attractive original red color, certified high grades, or significant mint errors can sell for hundreds of dollars, while the finest certified examples and major error varieties have realized thousands of dollars at auction. The difference in value depends heavily on condition, rarity, collector demand, and professional authentication, rather than the date alone. Experienced collectors inspect every detail before assigning value. They carefully examine the sharpness of Lincoln's hair, the strength of the wheat stalks, the clarity of the lettering, the quality of the strike, and the presence of original mint luster. They also search for scratches, cleaning marks, corrosion, discoloration, and environmental damage. Even two coins with the same date can differ dramatically in value if one has been cleaned or damaged, while the other remains original and well-preserved. Professional grading companies play a major role in today's coin market. When a rare-looking 1956 no-mint mark wheat penny is authenticated and graded by respected services such as PCGS or NGC, collectors gain confidence in its authenticity and condition. Certified coins often sell for higher prices because buyers know they are purchasing an accurately graded and professionally examined piece. If you believe your coin has an unusual error or exceptional quality, professional grading may be worth considering. Over the years, collector demand for Lincoln Wheat pennies has remained strong. Common circulated examples are inexpensive, making them popular among new collectors, while high-grade and rare error coins continue to attract competitive bidding at major auctions. Some certified examples with extraordinary preservation or important mint errors have sold for impressive amounts reaching into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars. These outstanding results demonstrate how rarity and condition can greatly influence a coin's final selling price. If you own a 1956 wheat penny without a mint mark, Begin by examining it under good lighting with a magnifying glass. Look for doubling in the letters or date, unusual cracks in the design, missing details caused by striking errors, clipped edges, or dramatic off-center strikes. Next, weigh the coin to confirm it matches official specifications. Compare it with photographs of known varieties and avoid cleaning it, as cleaning can permanently reduce collector value. If the coin appears unusual, seek an expert opinion before attempting to sell it. Lincoln Wheat Pennies remain among the most beloved American coins because they combine history, affordability, and the thrill of discovery. Millions of people began collecting coins by searching through pocket change or inherited collections for wheat pennies. Every coin tells a story about America's past, and even common dates like the 1956 no-mint mark penny remind collectors of a fascinating era in United States history. The possibility of discovering a valuable variety keeps interest in these coins alive generation after generation. While most 1956 no-mint mark wheat pennies, found in very good condition, are worth only a modest amount, exceptional examples continue to surprise collectors. Rare mint errors, outstanding preservation, original red color, and certified high grades can elevate a simple 1-cent coin into a valuable collectible worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. That possibility is exactly why collectors continue searching through old coin albums, estate collections, and family heirlooms hoping to uncover a hidden treasure before spending or selling any old wheat penny. Take a few minutes to inspect it carefully. A close examination could reveal features that make it far more valuable than expected. Although the majority of 1956 Philadelphia wheat pennies next up, the most commonly misunderstood coins in U.S. coin collecting history, the 1957 Lincoln Wheat Penny with the D mint mark. Many people believe this coin is extremely rare or worth thousands of dollars in any condition, especially when found in rough shape, but the reality is far more interesting. In this video, we will uncover the true history, design, production background, unique features, and actual market value of this coin in today's collectors market. The Lincoln Wheat Penny series began in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it became one of the longest-running and most iconic coin designs in American history. The wheat nickname comes from the 2 wheat ears displayed on the reverse side of the coin, symbolizing prosperity and national growth. These pennies were minted until 1958, after which the design was replaced with the Lincoln Memorial reverse. The 1957 wheat penny belongs to the final years of this historic series, making it more of a late-era wheat cent rather than an early collectible rarity. By this time, the U.S. Mint was producing coins in massive quantities to support post-World War II economic growth. Millions upon millions of pennies were struck, meaning survival rates today are extremely high. This is an important reason why most 1957 pennies are not rare in the traditional sense. The D mint mark on the 1957 penny indicates it was minted in Denver, Colorado. The Denver Mint played a major role in producing circulating coinage during the mid-20th century. In 1957 alone, the Denver Mint struck hundreds of millions of Lincoln cents, making this one of the most heavily produced coins of its time. Because of this massive production, the 1957 penny is considered very common in circulated and even uncirculated grades in terms of physical composition. The 1957 wheat penny is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. This copper composition gives the coin its warm reddish-brown tone when fresh from the mint. Over time, exposure to air, handling, and environmental conditions causes the surface to darken, turning brown or even nearly black in heavily circulated examples. The coin weighs approximately 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. The obverse of the coin features Abraham Lincoln's portrait, facing right, with the inscriptions "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year 1957. On the reverse side, you will find the classic wheat stalk design surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America, along with EPLURBUSUNUM. The simplicity of the design is part of what makes the wheat penny so beloved by collectors worldwide. Now let's talk about condition, because this is where many misunderstandings happen. A heavily worn or very rough condition, 1957 wheat penny is extremely common and typically holds only face value or a small premium for copper content. These coins circulated heavily, meaning scratches, discoloration, corrosion, and edge wear are normal. In numismatics, condition is everything, and most value comes from coins in extremely high grades, not damaged ones. So what makes a 1957 penny valuable? The answer lies in mint state condition and error varieties. A regular circulated coin might only be worth 1 to a few cents above face value, but a fully uncirculated red, RD example graded MS65 or higher, can reach several dollars to possibly $20, $50, depending on eye appeal. However, claims of thousands of dollars for normal 1950-70 pennies are not accurate unless there is a major mint error or exceptional grading rarity. Some of the more interesting and valuable examples include mint errors such as double die strikes, off-center strikes, or coins struck on defective planchets. These errors can significantly increase value, sometimes reaching hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on severity and certification. However, these are extremely rare compared to the billions of normal coins produced. Another key factor is color designation. Brown BN, red brown RB, and red RD. Red coins are the most desirable because they retain original mint luster and copper brilliance. A 1950-70 penny in full red condition is much harder to find than a brown circulated example, which is why collectors are willing to pay a premium for well-preserved specimens. From a historical perspective, the 1957 wheat penny represents a post-war America experiencing economic expansion and industrial strength. Coins like this were used daily in vending machines, stores, and transportation systems. Because they were so common in circulation, people rarely saved them at the time, which is why high-grade survivors today are more valuable than originally expected in today's coin market. Pricing depends heavily on grading services like PCGS or NGC. A raw, circulated 1950-70 penny might sell for just a few cents to a few dollars in bulk copper lots. A certified MS65 red example might sell for around $10 to $30, while MS66 or higher could go higher depending on auction demand. Exceptional error coins are the only ones that break into the hundreds or thousands range. Collectors should also be cautious of misinformation online. Many viral videos exaggerate the value of common pennies, claiming every old coin is worth a fortune. In reality, the US Mint produced billions of wheat pennies, and the 1950-70 is one of the most abundant issues. True rarity comes from condition, mint errors, or historically significant low-mintage years, not standard circulation strikes. If you think you have a valuable 1950-70 wheat penny, the best step is proper identification and grading. Look closely for sharp details, original red color, and any unusual minting flaws. Avoid cleaning the coin, as this can drastically reduce its value. Professional grading services can authenticate and assign a market value based on condition and rarity factors. In conclusion, the 1957 Lincoln Wheat Penny with the Denver D mint mark is a fascinating piece of American coin history, but not a rare treasure in normal condition. Its true value lies in collector interest, historical significance, and exceptional high-grade or error examples. While most are worth only a few cents to a few dollars, the excitement of coin collecting comes from discovering those rare, unexpected varieties hidden among ordinary change. Thanks for watching.